Hello everybody, this is Albert with Green Tea House. I hope you're doing well today. Today I'm going to talk about my 5 favorite teas that we sell virtually. Now before we begin, I highly recommend you check out our back catalog, and particularly if you're a novitiate to tea, what is tea, what are the different categories of tea and so forth. And germane to this episode is the video I did on what's my favorite type of tea, and I'm not going to say what it is here. So I want to do this personal episode because look, we offer a bunch of teas, and as I'm recording this, we are virtual. Maybe one day we'll do a brick and mortar. So if we do a brick and mortar, of course, we're going to have to offer more teas, and maybe I'll do a new episode because I'll have to include more teas. But I want to do a personal episode about what are my 5 favorite teas. And when I am looking at classification of my 5 favorite teas, as I drink a pour right here, I look at a couple of things. I think it's really important when it comes to tea that you use all 5 senses. And we have an episode here. You smell it, the dry tea leaves. You feel them, you look at them. Of course, you savor them, all these things. And so when I'm picking my 5 favorite, it's going to be a combination of look, aroma, liqueur or the color, and of course, the taste. So let's just get to it. No particular order. Number 1 is going to be Jasmine Green tea. I love Jasmine Green tea. And I would say that as a whole, out of these 5, many of them are going to be naturally scented, meaning that they're going to be a colored tea, because remember, tea is only infused drinks that come from the Camellia sinensis plant. So we're not including any herbals here because herbals are not a tea, they're a tisane. But on the 5 teas I'm going to include, they're all going to be naturally scented, meaning that they're going to come with their own scent. So if it's something like, as we talked about before, like Jasmine Green, with Jasmine Green, they put the green tea leaves and then they're going to put jasmine flowers around them or on top of them to naturally scent them. But one of the reasons I love Jasmine Green is, you can see it right here. We offer the gunpowder version, so the rolled up version. So it smells good. You can smell the green tea and the jasmine, and then they do roll it up like gunpowder balls, like pearls. We call it, the Chinese will call them pearls. Over here in America we call them gunpowder because it's rolled up like little bullets, like the old musket bullets. But over there they'll call them pearls. So we offer the jasmine pearl, and I just like the look of it, and I love it, kind of like with a lot of the oolongs, that once you put this in the hot water, it opens up. So this ball opens up into the actual leaf. But the taste is just great. It's just a natural, fragrant, floral taste and smell. And so I like the look of it and I like the taste. Number 2 is going to be Topaz Po. So Po is fermented dark tea. I'm drinking it right here. It's one of the 6 teas that come from the Camellia sinensis plant. And I'll put pictures because if I tempt this over, it's going to fall on my lap. I love Po. Po is the closest you can get to coffee, in that it's got that kind of strong black coffee taste. It's got hints of caramel, hints of chocolate. And in the cold days, and I'm recording this in December, it's just great to drink probably the strongest of the 6 types of teas that come from the Camellia sinensis plant. I like to drink this early in the morning because it's strong and it just feels good, warms you up. And I like Po because, look, a lot of people don't like Po. I think the equivalent of Po in the chocolate world would be like 95% dark chocolate. It's just really tastes earthy. And look, a lot of people don't like it. I love Po. And there's different. Like seasonally, we might sell ginger Po. I have that. In my house, I have a lot more on the cupboards that we don't sell, just for personal teas. And we have to make a determination how many teas we're going to sell. But I pretty much love every Po, either the darker ones, the lighter ones, the scented ones like ginger. And of course, we have an episode here on the cakes and like the tuochas, the bird nest. A lot of these come from Po as well. And then, you break them off and you throw them in the water. They're just a beautiful visual. So number 2, again, no particular order, is going to be Po. Number 3 is going to be Blue Flower Earl Grey. I love this one. This is my favorite of the black teas. So again, I'm not going to show you the tea leaves. I'll put a picture of it here. But it is an Earl Grey, so it's a black tea with bergamot. And then we put in the blue flower, and the blue flower just brings this aroma. And look, I love Earl Grey. If I had to drink a black, and I'm not a big fan of the blacks, Casey is a big fan of the blacks. Like she'll drink chai, and I'll drink chai here and there. I drink everything black. I don't drink anything with milk or sugar. But in terms of the blacks, I love blue flower Earl Grey. I just think it's got that great aroma of the Earl Grey, and then you throw in the blue flower. And again, the visuals are great. You see the flower, the blue flower in there. It brings this color to it in addition to the black tea. And so it is definitely my favorite black tea. I just love it so much. Number 4 is going to be Magnolia Oolong. I love this one. You know, in some ways, all top 5 of mine will probably be oolongs, simply because the way oolongs work is because of the way that they are wrapped up, the way that they roll them. All the oolongs are going to have this kind of, and again, I'll show a picture of it later, but they're wrapped up with a little stem. And so this is one of those where you smell it, it's got the texture, it's a naturally scented one, so it's oolong, where they throw the tea leaves after they've been bruised. Go to the episode on what's oolong tea. After they've been bruised and wrapped, they infuse them next to magnolia. And so it has this natural scent as well. And then, you know, when you put it in hot water, it just opens up. It's one of my favorite things about oolong is that you get this small twisted thing and then it just opens up the leaf. And I just love it. And then number 5 is going to be kind of a cheat because it's seasonal. It's kind of a tiebreaker. So my number 5 is going to be Genmaicha and Gyokuro. And it depends. Like in the summer, I love Gyokuro. We have an episode, of course, on both of these. I'll try to remember to put them here in the banner notes. So Gyokuro is essentially high-end Japanese green tea. And it's because of the shading of the plant, it's the sweetest of the green teas and just the most vibrant of the green teas. And I would say arguably of the Chinese and the Japanese green teas. It's just the most vibrant. And I just love Gyokuro, but I'll drink Gyokuro in the summer. To me, it's more of a summer drink. Genmaicha, which is half sencha and half toasted rice, is more of a drink that I would drink in the winter. And there's just something about the rice in it that just makes it very hearty. And when I drink, I don't know, probably 4 sessions of tea a day. So I'm drinking at least 12 cups of tea, not herbals, but just teas a day. And I drink a lot of greens in addition to other things. When you drink a lot of greens, they're all in the same family, so they all kind of taste the same in a way. And then you drink a Genmaicha, which has got that rice, 50% rice. You're like, ooh, this tastes good. So in review, no particular order: blue flower Earl Grey, a pu'er, typically dark pu'er, Magnolia Oolong, Jasmine Pearl. So jasmine Chinese green tea. And then it's going to be Gyokuro or Genmaicha. Guys, we offer all these, obviously. Go check them out. We offer sometimes seasonally other teas as well, so check those out. Post in the comments. I love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't done so already. Until next time, take care. God bless.